Hey everybody, this is Bill Murphy here with MMORPG.com. We're live at PAX, well not live, but recorded at PAX East 2015. We're here at the Undead Labs booth with State of Decay Year 1 Survivors Edition. Did I get it?
Almost there. Year 1 Survival Edition.
Yeah, and this is the Xbox One build, and I'm here with Jeffrey, who, what do you do on the game?
I'm the lead designer.
Okay. Well, go ahead and tell us about the... I'm not even going to try to bungle the name again.
Okay, so the history of State of Decay. We had the original game, State of Decay, which came out over a year and a half ago. We had pretty much no marketing budget, anything, but word of mouth really kind of spread and ended up being one of the fastest selling games in the history of Xbox Live Arcade. And so because of that, we got to make DLC. So we made Breakdown, which was our sort of infinite mode DLC, where basically the game just gets harder and harder and harder, and you're trying to complete challenges and keep your community alive. And then we did the Lifeline expansion, which is our military-themed expansion. You're defending a military base.
My favorite.
Yeah, going out and rescuing civilians. And basically, whereas in most of the previous two games, you never wanted to fire a gun because you were going to attract zombies from all over the open-world map. In Lifeline, there were several places where you didn't have to worry about noise. The zombies knew where you were anyway. You had a helicopter coming in.
Like, let me drop off stuff, yeah, and then, oh, here comes a horde.
Yeah, exactly. And so you could just go wild with the guns. And so each of these, was a pretty different experience from each other. And so what we're doing now with the Year 1 Survival Edition, so we're moving on to the Xbox One and staying on the PC. And so we're basically taking all three of these experiences and putting them on one box, on one disc in one box. And I mean that literally. Like, there's actually going to be a disc and a box in stores.
That's a first. Wow.
Yeah, no, for us, our studio's actually never had a game on store shelves before. We've been downloadable only this whole time. But there's this entirely new audience, that's out there where, there's some people who just never buy games, never buy downloadable games. And so, those are people who've just never had a chance to really discover State of Decay. And so we know we're going for an entirely new audience, and so we tried to make a lot of changes, a lot of improvements to try to bring the game, basically sort of give the game new life and give people a reason to play.
Was it like a remastered version? Is there a lot of changes?
It's very much, yeah. Actually, let me get started here to sort of show you a lot of what we've done. So I'm gonna start us in Breakdown because it's kind of the most straightforward representation of the game, because it basically strips out all the story, all the tutorial. It's just the gameplay. And I'm gonna start us with Gurubani. Gurubani is a brand new character that we've added to the game just for players who bought the original game. Like I said, we were so dependent on the word of mouth of our community early on that we feel like we really owe a ton to the people. Oh man, I gotta hold on.
An old game, huh?
No, I just gotta invert. Okay, sorry, I'm an inverter. I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, that is a weird thing to do. I had to change that the other day on another demo. I'm like, gosh darn it.
Yeah, no, I got a whole spiel about how that works. But okay, so let me show you Gurubani. So basically, because we were so dependent on the word of mouth of our community early on, we wanted to make sure that if any of those people came back and bought the new edition of the game, that they would get something special. So first off, they're going to get $10 off the game. Most people are going to pay $30 for this game, but if you already own it and you download the new version, then you're going to get it for $20. And then you're going to get Gurubani. So she is special in a lot of ways. First off, check out the wrinkles on that hoodie. All of our characters have much higher res textures now, and she's among them. And then if you look at this gun that she's got, this gun has an integrated suppressor on it. So most characters in State of Decay, the reason it's called State of Decay is because everything is always wearing out, getting worse. You're constantly scrambling to try to replace things and like find new supplies. Everybody's got to replace their suppressors all the time because the suppressors wear out. She's got a suppressor in that gun that never wears out.
That is worth $20 alone.
She's got a couple of authentic Indian swords. She's got this new backpack that nobody else has, mostly because I love this hoodie so much. Whereas, like, can we have a backpack that shows the back of this hoodie instead of covering it up? And the artist was like, yes, we can.
And we're going to put cool stuff on it.
Exactly. So anyway, so I'm showing Gurubani here. So the way the Breakdown works is you start as a solo character, but then you go and you find a community. So I'm going to go, while we're talking, I'm going to head over to find that community. So let me go get in a car real quick. Our map is 16 square kilometers, and so you definitely need a car to get around. We've added a ton of new vehicle skins. Originally, in the first game, we didn't have a really huge art team, so we were able to make several cars, but there wasn't a whole lot of variety. Now, in the new edition of the game, we've added 30 new vehicle skins and a whole new vehicle type. We've added an SUV, and you'll see one thing we should look at is the draw distance now is a whole lot better. Let me go zoom in. Originally, there was basically a fog wall surrounding you in the first State of Decay.
Which was eerie.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. We tried to make it atmospheric, but part of it was just technical. We were on the 360, can't handle as much as the new generation can. But now, you can basically, oh no.
Good eye.
This game resists demoing. But yeah, so now you can see a lot farther. We've added some new weapon types to the game. Now we've got incendiary shotguns. So, you know, in the original game, you fire a shotgun at a crowd of zombies. It knocks them all down, but it doesn't really kill any of them. Now you hit them with an incendiary shotgun, it knocks them all down. And then
burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll see, like, a lot of these cars, they come in different colors that they weren't in before. We've actually got a lot of kind of weird, unique cars out there, like that have like strange paint jobs, and I'm not seeing any of them right now. It's random which cars show up in any given.
There's a lot less pop-in now too with the ground cover and everything.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, the distance at which things pop in is way further out now, and it's beyond our fog. And yeah, you're not really going to see pop in so much nearly anymore. And
would you say that this one, this version is better still visually on the PC, or is it equal now with the Xbox One?
It's fairly equal, actually. I mean, I'd say with the first version of the game, the PC version was the one you wanted.
Hit them, hit them.
Yeah. All new blood effects, by the way. Oh, and actually, let me show you one more thing here. So, let me take off her sword. So her sword is now no longer equipped. Now, in the original game, that meant you could only shove zombies, kick zombies. There was, harsh limits to what you could do. Now, you've got a knife. And your knife, it never wears out. It's just your backup weapon all the time. So anytime you're unarmed, you still got a way to kill zombies, which is a new feature. Basically, an entirely new combat system.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to play stealthy unless you see a lot of zombies.
Well, yeah, so basically, if you lose your weapon entirely, then you've still got a backup. And some players are probably going to want to just go through the game without ever using
achievement.
Yeah, we don't have an achievement for that, but that is the sort of thing that a lot of our players like to try. Because for one thing, your inventory space is limited. If you want to carry as many supplies as you want to strip down what you're actually carrying out from your base, because then you can be more efficient. So let me go and talk to these people and join their community.
I like watching a lot of people stop by to look at this that probably don't know what State of Decay is, and now we understand why the Year 1 Survival Edition is coming out. Did I screw that up again?
What?
Year 1 Survival Edition?
All right, good. So, and actually, that was our favorite thing. Whenever we show the game, we try to get people killed as much as possible, because our death animations are so gory that whenever somebody comes by and they see somebody dying in our game, they're like, ooh, I want to see what that's about, and they'll come by and they'll get in line.
Yay, America violence, yay.
So let me show you. So now that we've got a community, I'll show you. We've revamped our UI. The whole thing is higher res now. And you'll notice that if you played the original game, the first page of your journal originally was your community page. You'd see, yourself, your inventory, but then you'd also see all the other people in your community. But one thing we found was that new players would miss the fact that you've got all of these skills and unlockable abilities here. They'd just breeze right by it and never even pay attention to it. Since we got a bunch of new players who are going to be joining the game, we decided to put that front and center, make your community page the next page, and basically we try to revamp the UI in as many ways as we could, cleaning it up, make it easier to tell what's highlighted, what you're controlling, where the information is, so that people can get into it faster, and we can sort of reach out to a broader range of players. But you can see here, this is my community page for anyone who's unfamiliar with the game. This is my base page, where I can basically decide, okay, I want to build a workshop there. I want to, repair my kitchen, repair the bedroom. And now, over time, my characters are going to go through and they're going to build up this base, make it stronger. And then in turn, my abilities out in the field are going to get stronger because I've got a stronger base supporting me. I'll have better equipment that I've crafted back in my home base. I'll get bonuses to my health and my stamina if I've got a comfortable, well-developed place to live. And as the place gets bigger, I'll be able to recruit more people and keep them in my community and have a wider range of different skills and different types of people represented. So let me see here. So if you wanted to have a turn to play, I can give that to you, or I can just keep walking you through stuff.
Keep me walking me through stuff mainly because I'm used to playing with mouse and keyboard, and I don't want to. Let's not bungle it.
This is actually running on an Alienware laptop behind the counter, so we couldn't even set you up with a mouse and keyboard if we wanted to, because we don't have space on this table, and you don't want to try to play on a touchpad.
No, not when it comes to the shooting part. That's where people will be like, well, maybe Bill should let Jeff play again.
So I'm going to go look around, see if I can see any of the cars. One of the new things that we're doing too is we're adding Xbox Live challenges, which is an Xbox One feature that Microsoft's added to the new the latest version of Xbox Live, and we're kind of doing something unique with it. Microsoft gives us the ability to to unlock in-game content based on which challenges people have completed. Actually, I should tell people what challenges are, because I didn't even know.
Yeah, I've never heard of this, actually.
So basically, challenges are like time-based achievements. They don't give you any gamer score, but what they do give you is sort of a chance to sort of, at the same time as the rest of the community, all be working on the same project together, and if you sort of complete it, you can unlock in-game content with it. Now, you don't always have to unlock in-game content, and most games don't, but in our case, we've decided to basically every single month, for the first year this thing is out, there'll be a different challenge where you can unlock weird stuff, like a tow truck shaped like a pig that you can drive around. We're unlocking one of our...
And you're doing it with the entire Xbox Live community, trying to kill 1 million zombies or something, right?
We are doing both types. There's some that are solo, where it's just as long as you do it, you get the prize. There's other ones that are communities, where if the community gets it, then the community gets the prize. And then if... We've also, one of our forum members has been asking us, ever since the game, since before the game came out, they've been asking us if we could add pie to the game. And so we're finally...
That's actually an important thing for people, was pie.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So in November, I believe it's November, our challenge is all going to be about unlocking pie.
Thanksgiving turkey pie, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be like our Thanksgiving thing. So this is our Jurassic Junction themed SUV.
That is awesome.
Jurassic Junction is our little sort of tourist trap area in the map, and so we're basically our artist decided to make this SUV that was basically like the people who run Jurassic Junction here, this dinosaur-themed gas station. They sort of made themselves a little special SUV for people to drive around.
That may or may not be infringing upon copyrights, but they did that, not you.
I would definitely say may not be infringing on copyrights. But yeah, so there's a bunch of things like this. So this is one of the cars that's actually in the game at start. But if you get the Xbox Live challenges and you spend time with the game, you'll unlock a bunch of more weird stuff like this. We've got new characters that unlock with it, a bunch of new weapons, entirely new themed packs of weapons, like a sports themed pack or just a bunch of medieval blades that you can get.
That's cool, like broadswords and stuff like that.
Yeah, Brant, our weapon artist. Basically, he just kind of goes home every night and just makes up a new weird weapon. And whenever we come out with a new expansion pack or something, we just add a pile of whatever Brant made for the past 6 months.
Could you do the glaive from Krull?
We have not done the glaive.
You should.
Part of the problem with that is it's got to match the animation.
Darn.
I feel like if we did that, we would need to make an entirely new set of animations just to support that. But I'll say,
sequel.
You are not the first person to suggest that this show.
That's hilarious.
Apparently, people really want the glaive.
You want to see that to hack into zombies, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to imagine that for the future of the franchise. Okay. Every time somebody interviews me, I forget a couple of features, and so everybody's got a different list of features.
That's fine. We can contrast and compare.
We added so many different things. Like, we were basically kind of getting to go back. It's so rare to get this opportunity where usually when you put a game out, like the very first thing you see is like, oh man, if only we'd done this, if only we'd fixed this, if only this game could have been a little bit better than it was. And now we get the chance to go back and actually do that. And so we did so many different things. Underslung grenade launchers. We got assault rifles that come with underslung grenade launchers now. Awesome. So you don't have to spend the entire, all the inventory space to hold a grenade launcher if you want one.
One thing I was going to ask is, I guess, when is this version coming out?
Oh, I should tell you that. So yeah, it's April 28th. It comes out on PC and Xbox One, in stores and downloadable, and it's $30. And so, you could go out and buy a $60 game if you wanted to, or you could go and buy ours for half the price. And if you bought the original game, like I said, it's actually $20. So.
Now, this is something that, obviously you have a partnership with Microsoft, so we'll never see this on the PlayStation, or never say never?
I would doubt that because it is a Microsoft game. But, yeah, that's about all I can say.
Yeah, well, as a company, you are putting stuff on iOS and you're putting stuff on Android eventually, right?
We are an independent company. We're not owned by any outside publisher, and so State of Decay is a deal that we're doing with Microsoft. But we've got Moonrise over there, where we're doing that as a deal with we're working with other publishers and stuff to bring that to different platforms. And we just announced that Moonrise is coming to Steam too. So if you're a PC player,
it's got a beta. We'll have some beta keys to give away, actually.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. Okay, well, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get started with the beta. So
you haven't. What are you doing? Are you working or something?
Well, yeah, I'm on the State of Decay team, and so so I basically I check in on the Moonrise team now and then. But and I love the game, but I don't get that many chances to play it compared to.
It's like you're busy or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited to sort of get that installed in Steam at home and start playing through it. So
real quick, what mission are you doing now? Essentially, you're.
I've barely doing. I'm just driving around in circles so I can keep focusing on the interview.
Oh, that's fine.
But actually, so the mission that I've highlighted is actually way back into the other side of town. So
Are there any new missions a part of the?
Oh, that's what I forgot
There we
to talk
go.
to you about. Thank you. Yes, we're adding a new mission type. So we've got this new mission type where basically you start getting these mysterious like radio messages, kind of garbled, encoded radio messages over your radio, and they're pointing at these supply drops that are dropping all over the map. Now, each of these supply drops, it comes with a with sort of a beacon on it that's meant to attract your attention, but what it does is attract the attention of a crowd of zombies from all over the map. So you get there, this huge crowd of zombies surrounding the supply drop, and if you can actually kill all those zombies, including a bunch of freaks, then you can get to the supply drop. We've got a bunch of new weapons and things that don't exist anywhere else in the game. You can just get from those supply drops, but there's a story we're introducing there that really doesn't resolve. You know, there's a mystery of where the supply drops are coming from, who's sending them, how they know that you're there, and you know how they found you. And I'll just, you know, spoilers, I never tell you. But that's because, you know, I really want to underscore the fact that this is not the end of this franchise. This may be the sort of definitive edition of
The first one.
of the first State of Decay, but you know, State of Decay as a franchise is going to keep going forward, and I'm going to have every opportunity in the world to pay off on any story threads that I might leave dangling for you.
And gee, it's not like we have to worry about multiplayer or something. I'm sorry. We had to, he told me, Jeffrey told me not to put that in here, but I'm going to do it anyway because everybody's waiting for that announcement.
No, exactly. And we do, you know, while we don't have anything specific to announce, we do talk about the fact that, I mean, from day one, multiplayer has been a major priority for us. It's something that we actually, I mean, we envisioned this original game as sort of a starting point to work towards making a multiplayer game. And so right now we're at the point where we're comfortable that, you know, anything we do in the future with State of Decay, it is going to be focused on a multiplayer experience.
That's fantastic to hear.
So I can't tell you exactly what any of that is.
And that'll be coming out tomorrow. Not really. All right, Jeffrey, is there any last parting words you have for our viewers and our readers at MMORPG?
Really, it's just how much we appreciate the attention that people have given us. Like I said, you know, word of mouth has been everything to us, and you know, people who are, you know, on the internet, looking at, you know, watching videos and interviews about this game, telling their friends about it. I mean, this has been the only thing that's been able to keep us. You know, I'm basically sitting here making my dream job. I mean, this is the best time in my entire career, and it's entirely because of people on places like MMORPG.com. Supporting us and keeping, you know, keeping this idea of a zombie survival fantasy alive for us.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to show it to us, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to MMORPG.com at YouTube. It's MMORPG.com without the dot. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all that good stuff, and of course at www.mmorpg.com. If you head to, is it UndeadLabs.com?
Yeah, it's UndeadLabs.com, and we've got. Whoa.
Hold on, he's busy.
And we're at Undead Labs at Twitter, so you know that'll keep you up to date with any news we have, and yeah.
And it's April 28th for the for this definitive edition, and you can get it on PC, Steam, and it'll be in the store too for Xbox One.
Yep.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.